Hi, everybody. Whew. Hello, Aunt Charlotte. How are you? Happy Tuesday. My desk is such a mess. Hello, hello, hello. How is everyone? I cannot believe it is the last day of November. I feel like October and November and just fall in general have just completely passed me by. Hi, Miss Tara. Oh, good, Aunt Charlotte. I'm glad you're doing well. Yeah, I don't know. I don't know where the fall went. I feel like there was like excitement. Hi, Lisa. Like, I feel like there was excitement to like get ready for it and enjoy it. And I feel like it just completely disappeared. And I'm not quite ready for December. Like, I'm excited, but I'm not quite ready. And I should be used to that because it's kind of like the story of my life. Like, I have big plans, but then I'm usually running behind. So, like, our Christmas decorations are not up, which I used to really try and make sure they were up by December 1st, or even like before I went back to work, like after Thanksgiving break. That just didn't happen this year. Not at all. There's a tree up in this room, but it just has lights on it. No ornaments. That'll probably happen Thursday night because tomorrow night I have to do the lights in our family room, or the ornaments in our family room tree, and try to get our other decorations out. So, do you guys have your decorations out already? Do you put out a lot of decorations? We put out a lot of decorations. A lot. We do 3 trees, which I could almost do more than that in some respects, like some smaller themed ones. I don't know that I really have the space for it though, so I don't know. So, and then just all of the other stuff, like all of the knickknacks and the cute things. So the trees are up, the lights are on them. The Star Wars tree, which I shared, the Star Wars tree is completely done. That one is in our basement, family room, like rec area. And our lights are up on our house, and our wreaths are up on our house. But then I still have garland and lights to put on our lamp post, and we have net lights for the bushes right in front of our house, and we have our Star Wars figures. So those have to go out tomorrow, hopefully. Oh, your kids got the decorations out for you while you were while you were at work. Tara, I don't know what you've done to get your girls to be so helpful around the house, because that's really awesome. Like, they make meals and they help with decorations. Yeah, it's not happening over here. Oh, Lisa, you have to find the other half of the ornaments. Okay. We just had so at my current job, I get Monday and Tuesday. I have to work Monday, Tuesday. Excuse me. I have Wednesday, Thursday, Friday, off. Tara, maybe one day mine will get there. I don't know. I mean, they're not that much younger than yours, so I don't know when that day will come. Wednesday we had a bunch of miscellaneous stuff to get done, so we didn't do anything Christmas related, and we didn't even get the deep cleaning done that we usually like to do. So then that kind of got pushed to Friday, and then Saturday ended up being gone longer than I anticipated, visiting with I wasn't even planning to be out with friends on Saturday. I thought I'd be decorating, but one of my friends came in from out of town, and then so I spent some time with them. And so then we started with the Christmas decorations, but we had so much. And we actually took all of it out this year so that I could go through it. And I actually have a whole carload of stuff to go to Goodwill, because I've just, hung on to things that it's not my taste anymore. We don't have the right place for it. And then we're taking the time to sort through all of the children's Christmas books, and the nativity playset, the things that were when they were little, that like I don't want to get rid of because they have sentimental value for me to either have here like at grandma's house, or if one of the kids truly loves it, you know, if and when they have kids and they want to, you know, like take it to their house. But like shift that out of the way a little bit, and then sort through the ornaments too, because each of the kids have their own like ornaments they've gotten each year. And so now we have so many ornaments, we can't even put them all on the tree. So we're gonna go ahead and like split theirs into their containers for when they move out on their own. And so then that way it's already done, so that like our Christmas is a little, we have less like stuff in the way, if that makes sense, but we still have a lot of Christmas stuff. Hi, Miss Brandy, but that's just me because I really enjoy decorating for Christmas. So are you guys excited that tomorrow is December? Are you nervous? Are you anxious? Like, I get really excited. Hi, Julie. I get really excited, but then at the same time, because of all the things I want to do always, and I'm never ahead of schedule, I'm always behind, it really makes me nervous. Like, because I just don't feel prepared. You know, I would much rather if all my decorations were already up, and if like the house was truly clean and I was just ready to like enjoy the season, as opposed to still like wanting to decorate and prep and like having unfinished projects. Like, it's just, I really have to work on that. Okay, so Julie's in shock, right? The fall just disappeared, and excited. Lisa, okay, excited. But see, and I feel like I'm like, on the one hand, it's comforting to know I'm not the only one. And on the other hand, it's like that reminder of like, I've got to figure out how to do things differently, do them better. And then hopefully like a bunch of us can work on that, because wouldn't it be nice to just be like just excited that you could just wake up tomorrow morning and it was December, as opposed to being like overwhelmed with the sheer amount of either stuff that still had to be done or the like whatever. I don't know. I don't know. I think some of it's that perfectionism that we tend to have in certain aspects as crafters, you know, that we kind of, and I think that social media has added to. Like, social media is great with the inspiring and getting ideas, but I think it also is very stressful, because then it's like their house is already decorated, or they already have that out and I don't yet, or like they already have, you know, their December daily is like literally ready to go, like, and mine's not, or I don't know. I think it adds to the stress too. Maybe. I don't know. I'm working on it. I actually signed up for productivity boot camp with Jordan Page, and I just literally watched the first video. I really kept debating about it, and then they had their like once a year huge sale, and I decided that it was just a must, because for years and years and years and years, literally, I keep thinking like, well, I just need to like get this off my list, and I just need to like go through this, and then I'll just be more organized, and I'll be more, and then I've read different books, or I've looked at different things, and I've like, and nothing has been a true like system of like really figuring out how to like change your behaviors and like find what works for you. It's more like, oh, this is the system that so-and-so uses, but then it's like there's no implementation of it. Like, it's just like, okay, well, I can read about it, and those are some great tips, but it's not like, I don't know, it hasn't been enough. So I will let you guys know how it goes, because it's if you keep on pace with it, I mean, it's self-paced, but if you keep on pace, it should take about 6 weeks, about 42 days, and it's like all the things, from like time management and organization and the scheduling and all of it. So I'm really excited, because I did a lot of like reading about it and looking into it, and it really should be different and hopefully work. Hi, Priscilla. So we'll see. So I will definitely I definitely will keep you ladies posted on what I think of it. And if it's making a difference, because I realize for like every time I say something, I'm like, I've been saying that for way too many years, that like, oh, I'm gonna, you know, clear out the excess, and I'm gonna, get things off the to-do list, and then I'm gonna be in this state of like routine and organization so that I'm ahead of schedule and I can actually enjoy the holidays and all of these things. And I'm like, yeah, it's been probably 10 years I've been saying that, and it still doesn't happen because I'm not doing anything differently. Like, I'm not making big enough changes. Um, oh, I'm sorry, Miss Lisa. And when you say you still have to decide what you're going to make, oh, wait, are you talking about December daily or something else? I just want to make sure um, I'm understanding. And I'm sorry that you're in a funk. Those are really, I've kind of been in a funk a couple of times, and it's really like a crafting funk, especially, or even just um, I had a couple years where I realized I was even in kind of like a holiday funk, where like I wasn't motivated to put out the decorations, or at least not all of them. And I shouldn't say that. I put out Christmas decorations, but like didn't bother to put out like Halloween decorations and Easter decorations like 2 years in a row, and just wasn't finding like the magic. And um, I realized I really had to kind of like make an effort, but it actually helped. So like that's when April Paper Pippi and Ashley also, what did she change her name to? She used to be a Sunshiny Life, and I can't think of what she changed her name to at the moment. And she also does the Bears, Sunny Darlings. They had a little like hashtag kind of challenge thing, and they were doing a hot cocoa bar the one night, and I flat out told my kids, like, we're doing this. Like, I'm getting out the hot, like all of the cute bins and mugs and stuff that I've had for years that I've never used, because I've never entertained anyone, and like we're gonna. I just, even if you guys just have a cup of like hot cocoa with me. And so like I just told them like I had been struggling and I needed to do this, and it really helped um to like open up and tell them, and then it gave me something more to like document. And so um and maybe even December daily would be helpful, because I know the other time I was in a funk when I did then the 100 days project, where you just documented every single day, and it's super eclectic, and it was more about like just playing with whatever spoke to you that day. That really helped. So maybe if you kind of have that mindset even with December daily, of like just take a few minutes and just look through your Christmas stash and find whatever you love, whatever speaks to you, and just play with it. And even just create pages and then like add pictures later, or journaling later. Maybe that would help. Um, Yes, Julie, I am doing Wholehearted Words with Shauna Klingerman. And I'm so excited because last year I like missed the boat somehow. Like I think I had like just been introduced to her. And so I was just kind of starting to follow her. And it was like after it had already been like sold. And I'm pretty sure I think it was full. And or it was at least like the book was sold out, and I don't think at the time you could get it on Amazon. I think it was strictly through her. I don't know. I mean, maybe I misunderstood, but like last year I like missed the window. Um, and I'm doing Fearless Art with her, which has been phenomenal. Absolutely phenomenal. I still have a lot of work to do on it because life gets in the way, because some of those things you really need to be able to like take the time, make the time. You can't like just, oh, I have 5 minutes and let me like quickly, I need to have like time and quiet and focus. Because I've even tried to watch um what's the word I want to say? I've even tried to like watch the videos occasionally, like at work when I'm like on a planning period, and it's just I'm too distracted. Like even though I don't have students or anything at that time, it's like I just can't. I think just knowing that like I have other things that I need to be doing, and that I can't just truly kind of sit back and do it. So, but that's wonderful, and so I am really excited about Wholehearted Words. Lisa, so Do you know who Shauna Klingerman is? She's on Instagram as Shauna Klingerman. Um, I have tagged her in some posts and things because, again, I'm doing Fearless Art, which is a workshop that she had been running. Wholehearted Words is her workshop for like your word of the year, and she has a book, and then it's a whole workshop and private group, and it's really like for the whole year though, if I understand correctly. I think, is it still on sale today? Because it was on sale. Let me see if the sale is still on. I think the sale is still on through today. Oh, maybe it's not. Oh, yeah, it is through today. So the Wholehearted Words is 50% off. Um, Let me see if I can read about it real quick for you. Because, yeah, I'm super excited and I want to make sure I'm not giving you. So let's see. Are you ready to pick a word of the year that will actually stick with you and make a difference in your life? Are you ready to start 2022 with real hope and intention? Unlike that online word of the year quiz you found or the list you downloaded somewhere to pick a pretty word from Wholehearted Words walks you through how to really pick a word of the year that is actually going to work for you. And so she's like, I'm sure you've heard of it, but do you choose a word that's truly designed to work for you? Can you imagine how it would feel to get to the end of 2022 with zero frustration or shame over broken resolutions? Can you imagine feeling nothing but pride and gratitude because you set yourself up for the kind of personal growth that can shift and grow and handle whatever it throws at you? That's the beauty of choosing a truly wholehearted word. And so with the help of the Wholehearted Words, you'll find a word that you would truly use. There's a 4-step plan to dig deep and find that one perfect word. You'll set yourself up for success. You'll get cozy with your word with specially designed activities, journal prompts. You'll live out your word day after day, week after week, month after month, using the special word date formula that will make a real difference on your experience with your word. And you will celebrate it through Wholehearted, that, yes, will take you through the whole upcoming year. It is $37.50 today for just the course. It's normally $75. If you want to get the bundle so that you also get the book, that is $70. And or you can buy the book separately on Amazon. So, in theory, like the book is just regular price if you're buying it on Amazon. So in theory, if you needed to like break up your cost a little bit, you could purchase the course today for $37.50, and then you could wait and purchase the book from Amazon, like in a week or something, if you needed to wait till like payday. Just a thought, like if the bundle's kind of a lot. I don't know when it starts. It might actually, well, it doesn't start on December 1st, I don't think, because we don't have our books yet, even if we signed up. So hopefully that helped. But you can also check it out on her, hi, Joanna. You can check it out on her Instagram. I'm really excited about it, though, because I have had Gather was my word of the year for 2020, and that definitely made a huge impact on things in my life. I have not paid as much attention to Connect as I planned on it. So like it's really been great and it still is there, but it's not been as prominent. So I'm really excited about this. And really kind of having that additional like focus for 2022. throughout the course of the year. So I would definitely check it out, and especially for like that 50% off cost makes it much more. And if you haven't done anything with Shauna before, like her workshops are very well done, tons of information and things included. Like it is definitely, done very, very well. So yes. So, what did I want? Again, my brain is like, part of me is like, let's talk about fall and say goodbye to fall. And the other part of me is like, but tomorrow is December. I decided, so you may have seen, if you either were in the live or watched the replay, I was planning to do a 6x8 album for my December daily, and then I went ahead and decided I'm actually finally not hanging on to and hoarding the goodies, but using the goodies. Yes, Julie, I am really enjoying Fearless Art. Again, I really wish I had mapped out more specific time for myself. So I have gotten, I've like put in and then been off a couple days, but I have gotten a ton out of it. It's phenomenally done. I mean, from the amount of support from Shauna and you get, like one-on-one time with her, as well as you get small Zoom chats once a week, Zoom call, and then the amount of extra resources, because when you purchase that, you also then get like her extensive vaults that has like all sorts of things in it. So it's been really wonderful. It's really helped me with a lot of things. And again, there's still a lot more for me to do to continue to get a lot out of it. So it's been very, very helpful to really like hone in on what I enjoy the most, and to build about my creativity and to build my confidence. And it's been really great. It's been really great. I can't recommend it enough. It is an investment for sure of a workshop, but it was definitely very worth it for me. And it's good whether you're just for personal reasons, or if you are wanting to like do more with your creative business as well. It has that added piece to it. So I normally do 6x8 albums, and I was going to, but then I had purchased a few years ago, some of you have already seen this, but this just adorable binder from Little Pink Studio. And hi, Sloan. It looked like you had a beautiful, wonderful day today, Sloan. Just amazing. So I'm going to use this. It's not quite a 6x8 size, but I just had to stop letting it sit on the shelf. And so it's actually a journal kit. And so I did post pictures because it has it came with tons and tons of goodies, which I'm still using the Pretty Little Studio 'Tis the Season collection, which actually what I did on Sunday is I sat and I did trim all of my Pretty Little Studio papers so that they're like the right size. And then also added in like just pages, like when I had hole punched the pages, like things that she had sent in the kit, just so that they were already the correct size and already hole punched, just because I don't really do foundation pages because I like to kind of do things to go with truly what picture I take, what story I want to tell. I'm not really a big one for doing like pages in advance and then whatever picture it just doesn't really work for me in this particular style. So that is what I am doing, and I will be sharing lots of photos. And if you're in the Make Your December Magical, we're going to be doing lots of I'll be showing how I'm doing different layouts and how I'm staying on top of things. I won't be necessarily documenting every day or creating every single day, because that just doesn't always happen. working full-time outside of the house, and then, all of the things. So sometimes that doesn't happen, but I do take the photos, and I will then, my goal is to hopefully each weekend at a minimum kind of make sure that that week is somewhat caught up, so that I'm not doing what I did this past year and I'm finishing it in August, because I don't really want it sitting on my to-do list that long. I do want to be more intentional. So I'm going to be spending lots of time doing things live / sharing what I'm doing with you guys. So that's what I'm doing for December daily. And then I decided, because the same year that I bought that one, I had also purchased her like pastel one that she had. And so I am going to use, and it's a whole kit. So I have there again, like I sat and like hole punched all of the different like papers and things that came with it. This one I am going to use for my Project Grateful for December, because I feel like the printables from Kelly Bangs will coordinate with this really well. And that is one where I am going to do, I'm going to prep pages in advance, because that one I'm just writing down the 3 things that I'm grateful for. So it doesn't matter what the decorative features look like. Oh, isn't it beautiful? Surrey Little Pink Studio is so talented. She didn't have any of this style this year. She just had her restock. What's today? Today's Tuesday. She had her restock on Sunday, and she had some of her hanky journals, but her collections, her kits, are just stunning. Because with my Project Grateful, which I'll try to roll without rolling into anything, which I really wanted to get completely caught up. Ooh, you're even cutting out with your Cricut right now? Tara, look at you go. Oh, is that because you did your class? Your one-on-one with Miss Paula? Are you using your Cricut more now? And I hope that didn't sound condescending. I meant that in an excited way, like, oh my gosh, I'm so jealous, because I still don't really know how to do that. So I didn't mean it in like oh, really? Hopefully that came across correctly. I was really hoping to be all caught up, but that didn't happen this weekend either. But that's okay. But like with Project Grateful, with it being, like something where it's just listing out and more of like writing down just journal pieces, I do feel, okay, good. I do feel like I can easily do pages in advance, because I actually got to the point where I was doing that, where like several of these pages, I just created the page and then wrote down my things. And so, oh, you did know how to do that before. Okay. So then you learned some additional stuff when you did that with her. Okay. I just need to sit and really learn how to do it. Or I need to sign up and just take the class with Paula and be like, girl, help me out. So I do plan to do some pages in advance for December with Project Grateful, which I did not. Only because I haven't had a chance to yet. Because I was super busy at work, and then I left work and I came home, and then I had to go do some pickup orders and do a quick Target run and bring home dinner, and I literally finished eating dinner at like 7:53. So I have not, but I'm going to as soon as I'm done on the live, and I'm going to make sure that they are printing as soon as I'm done. Oh, that's really smart though, Tara. That's what I'm going to need to do. Like, I'm going to need to like take notes and kind of have it like just as a little cheat sheet for me there. It's really cute. I subbed today at work, and oh, Priscilla, that's so sweet of you. You don't have to do that. I subbed for one of our math teachers, and I know, it's hilarious. It's super hilarious. I actually had like the kids taught me how to help other kids with a couple of the expressions because I haven't done this. It was intermediate algebra. I haven't done that stuff in forever, and math and I are not friends. So it was, but it's a co-taught class, and so they're the teaching assistant that's normally in there, she was still in there. So I was really just kind of a babysitter or chaperone technically, but I don't like to just sit there and do nothing. I still like to help. So anyway, but on his desk, like he had like a paper tray, like oh my gosh, I can't talk, where the file folders stand up, tiered. And on the front, he had all his little like cheat codes for like how to print screen and something else. And I was like, that's so cute. Like, to just have those little visuals and just those little reminders of how to do things. And that's an excellent idea. Like, that's what I'm going to need to do, is I'm going to need to genuinely like learn what I need to do with the Cricut and just write it down and have it so that it's just a little sheet for me to reference every time I do it. Because yeah. Did you only buy the numbers? Because I thought there was like girls and stuff too. Which maybe you're being good and you just bought the numbers. You know me. Yeah. Mm-hmm. Anywho, but so I was hoping originally, since tomorrow is December 1st, to maybe do some like page building tomorrow evening. I don't think that that's going to happen though, because I have too much decorating to get done. Oh, the girls came with the numbers. Okay. Tara, no, I would not have that much self-control. Okay. Oh, and Priscilla, of course you got it all. I'm sure it's adorable. It's been on my little like list for today. So I'm hoping to do, some page, if anything, like this weekend, sit and do some pages in advance, because what I didn't like for me personally about November is that even though I was writing down my 3 things each day, I was writing them down in my little beside the bed happy planner, and then doing pages. So like I felt like I was behind because I'm not done with the pages, and so I don't want that to happen. So I want to do some like just build some pages, and just do whatever, 5 at a time or 6 at a time, whatever I can, or even 3 or 4 at a time, so that I can just like be writing straight in my project gratitude, just so it doesn't feel like I'm behind. Because in theory I am behind, but I'm not, if that makes sense. Like, because I've written down all the 3 things, so that piece has been done, but like I'm still behind on this, and I don't like that, because then it just adds to the like overwhelm. And it is a project I think is pretty easy, again, to just do cute pages, because you're just using all the cute things, and then, whatever you're going to write on there later, it doesn't matter what you have on the page. So that's my plan. So I will let you ladies know, because I figured I would do that live, because I thought that would be kind of fun. It's just set up a little like, hey, if you guys want to join me, and I'll, because it's also fairly easy to do that and like also be talking and having conversation. Which I loved doing some of my Project Grateful pages live, and had actually really been on a roll, like doing lives every single night. And then it was like one thing after the other. Then I wasn't able to do it for like several nights. And then it like November just got insane. So yeah, story of my life. The other thing that I am excited to use is, because I purchased this last year, is I purchased one of, Little Pink Studios advent calendars that she had, that it's all like ephemera, and crafting stuff. And so it's for the 25 days. And so I purchased it last year. But I didn't get a chance to use it. And so I'm going to do it this year. And I think that'll be fun, because I think it'll be neat to also like document it a little bit, like be able to take some photos and then be able to use pieces in both of my December projects. So I'm really excited about that as well. I just want to get, like, my cart is pretty organized, but my desk is not. I had started sorting out some of my little bits and bobs into the one like divided tray, but I kind of paused because I don't know if I need like 2 of the trays or if I need 1 tray and then like a couple little bowls, because I have like some really tiny little things I want to like separate out, and I just can't decide because I need to like figure out the whole layout. So yes. So Lisa, I'm gonna call you out for a moment, just so you can maybe think, and we can see if we can help you. And then I do have some other things to talk about. Don't worry. But are you like do you have like options that you're considering for December daily that maybe we can help you to help get you excited about one, or kind of a decision made, or something that maybe would help ease your overwhelm, maybe? Just let us know. So I cannot believe in some respects, because it seems like it's been forever kind of in the making, but next week is the Gather Retreat. Joanna, of course, go for it. Next week is the Gather Retreat, which originally, those of you that have been around for a long time, the Gather Retreat was going to be my first in-person retreat, and it was supposed to be last June. And then, there was this little virusy thing that kind of got in the way. And so we pushed it back, and we ended up pushing it back to December because originally Paula and I were doing it together. It was through Crafty Destinations. And so between what dates were available with the Paper Doll House, where I'm hosting it, and my schedule and her schedule, like literally the 4 weekends I think that were available, the only one that worked for both of us was the one in December, which at first I was hesitant because it's December, but then we were super excited because we both love December. It's our birthday month, and of course it's December. Oh, that's a good question, Joanna, because the ones that I've given to my kids, they always would start with day 1, like December 1st is number 1. And the way that this one is set up looks to me like I would start with number 1. So like I'm going to start with number 1 tomorrow. But that's a good question, because it could also be like a countdown, like you start on day 25 and work your way down, in theory. But all the ones that I've dealt with, like this particular one, or the ones I've done for my kids, start with number 1. So I don't know if that helps. Okay, Lisa, I see your comment, and I'm going to come back to you because I know I asked you the question. So then the Gather Retreat was supposed to be in December. And then we still had this, tiny little nasty little not so nice thing. And it had to be not in person. So 2 things happened. I ended up making the virtual option, which was amazing last year. And I don't say that because it was my event, but I say it because it was awesome to have so many additional ladies be able to hang out together and do like crafts and classes together, and do some field trip options and things like that. And I rescheduled for this coming December because it was like I was encouraged to do that, which I'm glad that I did. It's been a little bit of a tricky road, though, because I did go from having 14 total, so 13 ladies and then myself, and I'm now at 6 ladies total, so 5 plus myself. So it's a lot smaller, which is not a bad thing, but it's also it's hard that several ladies can't make it anymore, and I totally understand every lady that can't. It's I totally get it. It's not that. But it's just also that self-confidence thing of oh my gosh, my retreat is barely halfway filled. Should I be self-conscious? And then it was almost dipped to where we wouldn't have even been able to have it. So it was a little, but it's on, and I am so excited. I cannot wait to show you guys all of the things that I'm making, all of the classes that I'm teaching, all of the swag that has been coming. The ladies in this community are so stinking generous with what they will give for swag. Like, unbelievable. Unbelievable. There's a possibility, and I'm tossing this out there very lightly because I still have to figure out numbers and double check. There's a possibility that I may offer the retreat with goodies as a virtual, like for the weekend after, because I have all of the things for all of the ladies, and there's been such a shift and a change. I might have a few spots to be able to do that, where you'd get all of the swag and you'd get all of the supplies. So I'll let you ladies know, because some of the ladies who were going to attend will have that first dibs of, do they want all the things? Because of course they probably do. But I might have a few extras where then I could just like show the workshops in like a live Zoom, and we could just make them together and you'd get all of the swag. And so I will keep you ladies posted. Okay, so, but I'm so excited. I can't wait to share all of the things I'm making and all of the things and all of the swag. It's going to be it's going to be fun. Okay, so you have a couple of ideas. A golden book, a photo album that you could cover with fabric and add pages to, or just make a TN. You just have to decide. So here's my suggestion for you, Lisa. I would say a couple things. Number one, do any of those either A, make you the most excited? Like, if you were picking what you were going to work in, do any of them make you more excited than another? And or do any of them seem like a good, solid, like manageable fit that, is the TN going to be just what you need for this particular season? And maybe the little golden book seems like a little overwhelming because it has so many options. And or like the photo album, like depending on how the photo album is styled, like is it going to be kind of restrictive that it's going to end up being more complicated than the little golden book, where you could genuinely like cut up a bunch of, like you could cut down some 12 by 12 paper that you think is cute. You could grab some different, whatever papers you would use, and just get them already to the right size, like kind of what I did, that like they're already the right size and they're hole punched, so that you already just have some, not foundation pages, but base pages, and then you could build off of those. Like, so that would be my thing, is there one that excites you more than another? And also, like, even considering, is there any that, like, you feel like there could be parameters that would stress you out or make it more difficult to just focus on the creativity? That would be my suggestion to kind of help. Hopefully that helps. Because I think that we have to have that balance. I think we have to have, like, sometimes depending on where we're at, we need to have either a new collection or, we definitely have to have something that's going to excite us, that we want to work with. That, like, just gathering from our stash sometimes isn't going to do it, unfortunately. Even though it's great to have a stash, sometimes it's just not going to do it. And or even the ease of a collection. Sometimes, like, if our stash is really such a kind of eclectic combination of things that is going to make it overwhelming to find things that truly pull together, or that there's too many options, sometimes a collection is helpful. And or so then, like, a choice. Like, if you're like, you know what, if I use the Traveler's Notebook, I have this, it'll be like smooth sailing. Or the junk journal in the little golden book would be smoother sailing because it lets you use these, like, I don't know if that's helping. I feel like those are kind of the two big things, is like, are you going to be the most excited to play in, and not be like, oh, another Traveler's Notebook, or even another junk journal, and or like what's going to not have unnecessary hurdles involved. Like, as much as I love doing my Week in the Life in pocket pages on the one hand because I kind of like the fun of it. It also has its times where, because I'm not very intentional with what style photos I take, so I have some vertical, some horizontal, some this big, some this small, some like, it can be very constricting to find a pocket page layout that holds that week's collection of photos without, and then like having 3 pocket pages used, even though you only have like 6 photos, but because you had to like figure out the configurations, if that makes sense. Okay. Oh yes, Joanna, I saw your tags, which are beautiful. Especially since you're doing them for December daily, I would personally do number 1 for December 1st because it's also like showing the day. That would be my take on it. Brandy, a virtual would be really cool, wouldn't it? Like, and it wouldn't be like super tons of bells and whistles as far as like the virtual piece of it, as opposed to, it would be like, here's all the stuff, like, so you get all the swag plus you get all the supplies, and then it would be like, okay, we're gonna hang out in a Zoom and I'm gonna show you how I made this, and like, so it wouldn't necessarily be some of the other pieces like that some virtuals have, but it would still be really like another way to connect and have fun and get lots of goodies. So I will keep you ladies posted. I'm just waiting to finalize a couple of numbers so that before I would put it out there and then not be able to follow through. Okay, so I understand that because I, like, for Project Grateful, for last year, like, I had created the TN, and so then I decided to stick with it for this year. And on the one hand, it was fun, but the TN size is really, really constrictive for me with how much stuff I like to use to decorate. So I'm really excited to be able to do this in this size and just have that little bit more real estate to really do my clusters and my layers that I like to do. But it's still a very and like a little golden book is similar to this size or similar to a 6x8. So it's like, it's a nice amount of real estate without suddenly being, a 12x12. Oh, okay. So Lisa, I haven't done that either. I have sewn some small signatures, but I haven't done the full-blown like sew-in signatures into a little golden book where like I have to create a spine. There is the tutorial in the Facebook group that oh my gosh, her first name just escaped me. It's Bittersweet Design Studios, right? Oh my goodness, I'm gonna have to go look. She did the whole walkthrough of how to do the spine. So that is still in the Facebook group. I know there's other videos out there as well and everything, but just in case, there is that one. And I understand, because I haven't attempted that yet either, because it does seem fairly overwhelming to do the whole like create the spine and sew them in, and I've done some others where it's less precise, so that is hard, especially adding to the overwhelm that like tomorrow is already December 1st. So you feel like, can you tackle that like this weekend? Then that way you only have a couple of days of December and you can already start working on it? Or is it maybe something where you could, I guess, work on the first couple of pages and then just go ahead and before it's sewn? I don't know. I feel like it's a big undertaking, and I have, like, anytime there's like lots and lots of directions involved, that's when I have, hello, don't use my Cricut and my silhouette like I should. Have never sewn signatures into a full-size like little golden book journal, because when there's lots of directions and measuring and preciseness, yeah, I shut down. So that's not really helping you, I know. Oh, yes, Genevieve. Thank you, Julie. Thank you. It literally just was like out of my head. Just completely out of my head. Thank you very much. Genevieve, yes. So that is still there in the Facebook group if you wanted to watch it. So yeah, that is tough because I would really like to try making one of those as well, and I just haven't. Oh, okay, good. So have you taken the class? I mean, you said you purchased it, but like, did you watch it and take the whole thing? But you just haven't actually tried making one. So maybe I was going to say maybe we could like, although if you really decide you want to do it for December, go for it. But I was going to say maybe we could like make a pact and you and I could attempt them together like at the same time, like for like a February journal or for a summer journal, and like give ourselves a little bit more time to like watch said videos and put things together and work together in like a Zoom. Just a thought. Just a thought. I didn't even pour my drink into a straw cup this evening. I don't necessarily want to get my name on here and like get in trouble for advertising. Oh, okay, so you watched and got all the supplies but haven't done it. I know, isn't that the worst? I'm so bad at that. Well, you let me know. I would be happy to be your partner in crime if you decide you want to put it off. Otherwise, I will cheer from the sidelines and encourage you if you decide to do it for December. I am definitely not doing it for December, partly because I really want to use these 2 albums that like I had to have, and they're beautiful, and they have all these beautiful things to go with them. But then, of course, I didn't use them, right? So that's my plan. That's just the worst. Like, Tara and I still have not done last year's Rebecca Hoot Christmas workshop thingy. I can't even remember what it was called. Like, we kept saying we're going to do that, and then we have not, which is probably more my fault than anything because I just keep adding more stuff to my plate. I was thinking about that the other day when I was getting out all my Christmas crafting stuff, like my cards, and I was like, oh my goodness, still have all of that too. Oh well, there's just too many beautiful things out there, like things you want to make myself, or then like you want to purchase albums from other people, but then it's like you want to make your own stuff. So like if like, because I was realizing that like I have, which I think besides like this, where I really am kind of like making it, I think for the rest of the year, as far as Project Grateful is concerned, I think I'm going to use journals I have purchased from other ladies and go ahead and like, use whatever that month's kit is. So, like pull journals that go accordingly with like the season, but go ahead and use them then, which is hard because there's probably way more pages than I need. So I have to be kind of particular about which ones I use. But I just like, I need to start using those as well. And so I think for things like that, it would probably be really a good idea, when there's already like a foundation page and you can just add to it, you can add the numbers and some cute die cuts and things like that and create it. So I think that's one of the ways I'm going to start using some of the journals that I have purchased from other ladies that are just like gorgeous, had to have, but then don't know what I'm going to use them for. Oh, that's awesome, Brandy. That is really awesome. But yeah, it's scary when it's a big undertaking like that, when like there's going to be like rules and measuring and and sewing machines involved, right? All of the things. Yeah, I'd really love to, which it's very interesting because on the one hand, I really enjoy making little golden books that are ring bound, the junk journals. But almost all of the journals that I buy from other ladies are the ones that are sewn, because I'm so attracted to like the ones that are sewn that someone else has made, because I know that some of them, like, that will really never be my path. Like, even if I learn how to do like the sewn for a little golden book, there's several others where I just don't see it being my like forte when it comes to making them. So, so it's funny. Those are the ones I'm always drawn to. So yes. Um, the other things, I'm trying to think of what else I wanted to mention. One or two things, and then I think we're going to open some Happy Mail, and then I'm going to probably call it a night. Only because I've been talking a ton, and my allergies have been terrible the last like several days. So I'm like super congested, and like it's given me like a little bit of scratchy throat, which like I know that's what it is, but I also don't want to like overdo it. Also because the retreat is next week, and so like I really can't take time off this week because I need to take time. I'm taking time off next week and lots of preparations, and I want to be able to do lots of lives with you ladies and do things with December Daily and Project Grateful. So the Winter Memories workshop will be happening in January. I'm going to leave it open for like a tiny bit longer, and then I'm going to close that because I wouldn't be able to get the beautiful Frosty collection from Pretty Little Studio in time for the additional ladies to then also like get it to me to then get it all taken care of and then sent out. So just something to think about. If you haven't documented like winter memories before, or if you'd like a class where you're going to learn really how to make different pages in a journal, and then how to like take them up to the next level, and then do like the clusters, and then have a truly finished project when you're done. So that is on the website if you're interested. So just want to make sure I mentioned that. I had to push back sending out the Joy of Journal kits because since I changed one of the things that I was doing when I ended up deciding to make a journal for everybody, I had a whole stack of the 8x8x8 boxes all ready to hold the something and all the goodies. And I went to start like finalizing the boxes and everything, but the journal fits in the 8x8x8. And to get the box size that I need, I had to place an online order because none of the stores anywhere in my area have them. Not Office Depot, not Staples, not Target, not Walmart. So, anywho, hi Sloan. So just that little note. Hopefully I will have the boxes by like Saturday of this weekend, and so they can go out at the beginning of next week. They have been so pushed back, along with so many other things that I have to ship out. You guys, like, I literally need to have a shipping party, like, and just have some ladies come over and just help me like close up boxes and print some labels and get some stuff out that is long overdue. I'm like even embarrassed to say anything. I feel like I need to whisper. Yeah. Oh, and then the last thing that I just want to go ahead and be putting out there on some ladies' radars that maybe aren't already signed up for it. And then I think we'll open some Happy Mail, and then I'm going to call it a night. Is the retreat next July. There are still spots. That is in Round Top, Texas at the Glamp Inn, And can I just tell you, it's going to be amazing. And I'm not saying that again because I'm hosting. I mean, kind of because I'm hosting, but like, it's going to be amazing. It's an amazing location. Like, it's a super awesome venue, period. Such a great venue. And we're glamping. So like, we get to have all the fun of glamping, but then we're crafty girls who just want to have fun. So it's going to have this whole glamping 80s crafty feel. The swag I already have for you ladies, the themes within the event, Rebecca Hoot is teaching, the swag that I know from some ladies already that's being donated, and I like, that's just like, that's barely even been out yet because it's still far enough away that like I was asking ladies for a gather, but I already have some ladies that are doing stuff for that one. Oh my goodness, the things we're gonna make, the whole thing. I mean, just think about like living your 80s life with your crafty friends while you're glamping. So think about like slumber parties and glamping and roller skating and caboodles and just amazingness. Just amazing. It's going to be awesome. And I wanted to make sure I mention it again. Like, obviously I'm going to be picking back up advertising because like now the Gather one is only a week away. And so like I kind of don't need to advertise that. But I also want to make sure I'm advertising like and sharing enough because some of y'all might be getting like money for Christmas, and it's the kind of thing where you can make payments on it. So you could maybe take Christmas money and put your down payment down, and then you have a few months to pay off the rest of it. And I had given some tips in like the Mighty Networks group of how I was able to make sure I did like the retro hip, and you know, maybe use your credit card for smart purchases that you would normally purchase anyway, but earn some airline miles or free rental cars or things like that. So I just want to put it out there because number one, I want you there because it's going to be amazing. 110%. And number two, sometimes we think that those things are unattainable or out of our reach, and they can be because things like that are expensive. But if we stop and think about, oh, well, maybe I take my Christmas money and I put it towards that. Or even just then, you know, like certain purchases where it's like, you know what, I'm going to put that towards the bigger event instead of getting another happy planner, another collection, another tool that I'll like leave in the package for 6 months. So yes, Sloan, it is going to be amazing. Yes, Julie, the music. Like, oh, the music from the 80s. And I am so excited, Joanna, that you are so ready for it. Like, it's going to be amazing. It really is. So I just want to make sure I put that out there because I will be advertising again. And once I get done with Gather, especially, because I will be doing lots of creating of like the things that have been waiting for me to create. Then I will be sneak peeking things for the July retreat so that you can start to see some of the things that are happening. So, I just opened this last night and I just like literally just kind of popped open the box. I got my pouches from Emily, Simple October. Little patchwork pouches. Like, can we, seriously? Like, these are to die for. To die for. Super cute. I need to get all of my Christmas purse, pouch, all my stuff set up. All of it. All of it. Oh, I know who this is from. I was like, I don't know who this is from. This is, oh, I don't even know how to pronounce it on Instagram because it's And it's very Italian. It's very difficult. She makes the, what is that stuff called? It's the clay jewelry. I bought a bunch of the Disney stuff before our Disney event. But then she had some Christmas. So it's Sogni di Fimo Creations. Can y'all see that? Oh, it's gonna, no, it's not gonna focus, is it? It's not gonna focus. I follow her on Instagram. I've shared some of her things. This is Christmas stuff. Oh, that's right. Actually, it's Christmas and Star Wars. Because I don't need a lot of Christmas. So even though I love Christmas stuff, I was being well behaved because I have some Christmas stuff and I like to get stuff from my girl Elizabeth, and then I like to get stuff from my girl Betsy Johnson. I act like she's my girl, which I mean she is, but she just doesn't know it yet. So this is the one Christmas one I got. It's the little reindeer. She handmade that. Is that not adorable? Like, hello. So cute. So cute. Okay, so that's my Christmas one. And then she had this Star Wars one that is to die for. And I love to do all my Star Wars stuff for May 4th and sometimes May 5th. And or they haven't done any movies in a while, but we used to, my husband and I did Star Wars parties a couple of times, which I'd love to do a themed Star Wars event because I have all the things. Okay, so let's see if I can show you guys this on camera because it's kind of big. So it's this whole, no, okay, I'm gonna have to do it a little at a time. So, hi Dash. Okay, I gotta figure this out because it's not focusing. It doesn't want to focus anymore. Okay, well, it's Princess Leia and hi Dash. How are you? I'll have to post pictures. But it's just too darn cute because it has everybody on it. Hi, Dashy. Yeah, I don't have room for you right now, love. I love her stuff. She's so talented. So talented. Okay. Let me move that out of the way. Isn't it adorable? It's so adorable. She has, oh my gosh, the cutest stuff. Super, super cute. And then this is from Rebecca Hoot, and I'm 99% sure it's swag for the event, for the Gather Retreat, because she was sending something, because she's amazing. She's the best. We really try to support each other as well, and try to make sure that we support each other for our events, because she had something last year for Gather, and I've done stuff for her retreats, and okay, y'all are gonna get a sneak peek. Oh, okay, so y'all, she did ornaments. She did ornaments. Can we just... Oh my goodness gracious. Okay, that's the snake. I gotta put, I gotta. This is what I mean. Like, oh my goodness gracious. She made 14 handmade ornaments. 14. And you guys saw what I got from Yuki at Layer Pony. She did 14 handmade goodie bags and then did 14 door prizes, items from her shop. So like, I know there's like journals and things in there. They're all wrapped. And gave me the little numbers to draw, like to pull numbers, all decorated cute. And then my sweet friend, oh my gosh, I just lost her first name. Apparently I'm tired. I have to share a photo. Sent little adorable charm dangles, her little mini charm dangles, 14 of those. I have stuff coming from Emily, Simple October. I have something coming from Jessamine, Ruffles, Pearls, and Bows. Andrea, Retro Hit Mama, sent a magazine and stamp from the most recent one, the Christmas one, the December one. I mean, seriously, ladies are super, super generous. Blows my mind every time. Joanna last year for Gather sent little collection to make the little house layout with all the pieces and all the things. Oh my gosh, amazing. Amazing. Absolutely amazing. That's really all the happy mail I have right now to share. I don't think I have anything else to share. No, I don't think so. So I would consider, I'm going to go, I would consider taking a look at Wholehearted with Shauna Klingerman. I'm going to type that in for anybody who didn't maybe find her on Instagram. Oops, my keyboard's not on. Okay, so Shauna Klingerman is the one that has the Wholehearted Words workshop for your 2022 word of the year. And tonight is when the 50% off sale ends. So I would at least go take a look at it. If it sounds at all interesting, at least go take a look and read it, because to scoop it up for $37.50 and even get the book a little bit, in a week or two, definitely worth it. You will not be disappointed with any workshop you take from her. And I don't know that I'll do a live tomorrow night, even though it's December 1st, just because I have a ton I need to do around here to get all the decorating done so I can get the mess cleaned up before my hubby gets upset. So if not tomorrow or Thursday, then definitely like Friday I'm going to want to be doing some stuff between Project Grateful and December Daily, but I'll definitely be posting some pictures if I get to do anything like just not live. So what I want to remind all of you of before I go, it's super exciting on the one hand that tomorrow's December 1st, but those of us that are really overwhelmed by it too, remember, it's one day at a time. Get rid of perfection, get rid of comparison, Do not look at somebody else's Instagram that, has all these elaborate things decorated and done in their December daily, or their house is all like they've shared all these beautiful photos of all their decorations, because a couple things. You're only seeing some of the story. You're not seeing that maybe they are, none of their laundry's put away, or they're eating out every night and there's no home cooked meals. And I'm not criticizing, I'm just saying like there's a give and take somewhere. So try to keep that in mind. Perspective. You don't know what season they're in. You don't know if they work full time or if they are home, if they have little kids, they don't have kids. Like, you just don't know. So be able to view the beautiful, be able to view those beautiful pictures, but don't get jealous. Don't get comparison, because that steals all of the joy. And just try to make each day special in the way that you can. So if that is, putting on some Christmas music, or that is using a cute cup cozy, or treating yourself to a coffee or a hot cocoa from Starbucks or the local place that you like. If it's putting on the fuzzy socks in the evening that you love, whatever it is, like, just try not to be overwhelmed. Like, let's be excited that it's December 1st, and let's think about all the fun we can have, but not perfectionism. December Daily is supposed to be enjoyable, documenting what you're doing and your life, not perfection, right? So just try to keep that in mind, and I'm going to try to keep reminding you all and reminding myself because it is tough. It is really tough, right? It's really, really tough when we see like someone else's decorations are already seem to be done, and they are doing the December daily and they're staying current on it, but we don't know how many foundation pages did they do in advance or whatever. So Lisa, that's an excellent question. And really, like, December daily is that concept of documenting every single day in December. Technically, like, I mean, not that I'm the authority figure on it, but like, if you look at kind of the creator of December Daily, most people would say would be Allie Edwards. That's like every single day you're documenting that day's story. Some people have a little bit looser interpretation. They still call it December Daily, but they are doing like, they're not doing a daily story. When I've said December documenting, that is just me referring to anyone who's like planning to document things that are happening in December, but not necessarily every single day. So hopefully that, because some people are doing truly December Daily. Every single day they're going to document a story. Even if you don't create the page or the layout that day, you're still telling a story each day. So like, even though I finished last year's December Daily, I didn't finish it until August. There's a page for every single day with that day's. I really only did photos last year. I didn't do like stories, which I want to be intentional with stories this year. I'm much more like journaling, and even using some of those prompts and really telling some of the stories about different decorations or ornaments. So that's really the only difference, is because I didn't want to keep calling it like December Daily. And anyone who was like, well, yeah, I want to document my December, but I don't necessarily want to do daily, I didn't want them to be like, oh, it's not for me. So that's really the only difference, is that some are doing daily documenting, like going to have a story and a picture for every single day. And some are going to just document the things in December that they want to. So hopefully that helps. And no pressure, but hopefully you feel a little bit better about what vessel you're going to use for December Daily. And if you don't, that's okay, because there again, tomorrow's only the 1st. It doesn't suddenly mean that like you have to have everything done, Take a look at your supplies and, like, I don't know if you've pulled your supplies out. Take a look at your supplies. What's speaking to you? What do you think would be the most fun? So that's, I just was kind of using both terms to cover anybody and make your December magic, because not everybody's doing December Daily. So yes, just try to remember that it's supposed to be about enjoying your season and telling your story, and that's going to look different for everybody. So don't get too stressed out about other people's perfection, because something's not perfect, right? Somewhere. We just don't get to see it. So I hope you ladies have a great rest of your Tuesday night. I hope you have a fantastic start to your December 1st tomorrow. I will do my best to be checking in with posts and encouragement and things like that. And we'll definitely spend some time together in the next couple of days doing some Project Grateful for December and doing some December documenting / daily. For me, it's daily. Yeah. Thank you guys for hanging out with me tonight. Hopefully you had fun. I can't wait to be sharing things with you for the retreat next week and documenting all the December things and just having fun. It's just a fun time of year. So hopefully you guys have a great rest of your night and you have a great start to your December 1st. And I will see you ladies really, really soon. Thanks so much. Have a great night. Bye.